Evening everybody, Rich here, back for another From the Depths sinking ship video, and this is sinking, or destroying if you like, the MS Estonia. Once again, it is a straight conversion from Minecraft. It's a follow-up video from the, or follow-up video to the tutorial that I've done for Minecraft, and here we are, converted it straight from Minecraft to From the Depths. And this is what we ended up with. It's not set as an enemy ship just yet because there's a few things I want to show you, but like I said, it's straight conversion from Minecraft with a few bits added like the smoke generators at the top there. But a little thing I've been working on, and it's been suggested as well, is the bow. I've managed to, well, get it to open. It looks a bit silly, I admit, because of the way it's angled. Well, not so much the angle, but I think I should have put the hinge a bit further back and have a bit more of the bow opening up. So it looks a bit silly, but it ain't too bad. It's sort of a work in progress, if you like. And also I've got the inside door to work as well. As you can see, it folds up as well. They work together in tandem. And there we go. Oh, there we go. So there's the bow. If we just pop inside, you can see what it all is. Got a ramp here, and got the door here. This is sort of a watertight compartment, if you like, but it's about as watertight as a sponge. So yeah, just open the door, and the bow opens up as well, and it works quite well. I haven't got any vehicles in here to try it out, but yeah, it looks pretty good. I haven't worked out how to make this a folding ramp, so you know that is as long as the ramp is going to be. So really, if you're going to be a vehicle on there, you've got to take a long run up and hit the ramp and sort of jump to the pier rather than use a proper ramp. But it's a work in progress, and I think it looks quite good. It looks silly, yes, but I think it still looks pretty good. And also on the top here you can see the hinge. If we just fold it down, you see that the deck is got a gap, but the way it's hinged. And also if you push it down too far, it sort of collapses and bends down. It sort of looks like it's bent, but I can't remember which button it does now. Oh, there we go. So you've got to sort of stop it about there, otherwise it goes down too far like that. But it's sort of an eating nom sort of thing. Like I said, looks silly, but it works. I haven't done the back doors yet though, so there's still got these to do on the back. They'll be folding down as well. So like I said, still a work in progress, but it's yeah, it's not too bad. But I'll tell you what, building that bow is a faff and a half. But hey ho, never mind. Well, I've got the Mamba over there, so we're gonna just change ships, go from the Estonia to the Mamba. So now we're aboard the Mamba. I'm going to turn this into an enemy ship so we can get to the process of destroying it. And there we go. So that's all the fancy bits added. So what I'm going to do, I don't know what to do actually. We use the big gun to put a hole in the ship. So I'll aim about the oh shit, aim about there. Let's see what happens. I expect the bow will fall off. And no, the bow didn't fall off. But it has made an enormous hole in the side. There we go, that's the proper word. And the ship is starting down. And once that car deck floods, the ship is pretty much doomed. So the bow is completely under now. So what damage do we do? Oh, bloody hell. Blown a hole completely in the bulbous bow, and also below the door on the inside. So that is completely shagged that, and the car deck is now flooding. So there's not really much more to do apart from just to wait to see what happens with the ship. I don't think, well, she's not going to sink, she's just sort of roll onto a side and sit there for a bit. So we'll just sit and wait. But really, I suppose I could just aim at the bow. There is the hinge for the bow, or the spin block rather, is right there. So if I aim at that, that'll just disconnect the whole bow and knacker it. We'll just see what happens. The ship is just rolling over, and I think she will settle. Yeah, she should settle about there, I think. I don't think she'll roll right onto her back. But there's a lot of water under the thing. That's basically what happened on the day she sank. The bow flooded. I think the bow visor actually fell off. The water flooded the car deck, and then the ship just rolled over and you can just imagine all the cars that would be in this deck. On the car deck, they'd just be sliding down and creating more weight, pulling the ship over and pulling it down, basically. Just imagine that. It's pitch black, and the thing just rolls over. There's no chance of getting out. So that's the ship now completely on her side. So I'm going to aim at that bow hinge now, the spin block, and that should knock the whole bow off. Yep, there we go. The bow is now disconnected, and the door is broken off as well. The door has popped up, and that's knackered that. So there's large panels. Well, the panel of the door is now disintegrated to nothing. The bow has broken into many pieces. The deck on the top of it's gone actually, but the bow is now just going to disintegrate. And yeah, that's pretty much that. So the door fell off. That the hinge for that was there, and that's that. So that's all the fancy pieces gone, and there isn't really much more to do. The compartments of the ship are pretty robust. I mean, apart from the first compartment, which is this one, this is the one that's flooded. The next compartments are all bone dry. So also got the engine room as well, which is basically just electric motors, but the whole ship is completely bone dry. Well, apart from the upper decks, which haven't got air pumps in, but the compartments are holding together. They're the things that keep the ship up. So what we're going to do is, I haven't got a clue. Basically just launch torpedoes, I think. I don't really want to, but no, I don't know. Tell you what, I'm going to do a jump cut. I'm going to reposition Mamba around the other side, so we'll attack the ship from the bottom. So back in a moment. Okay, back again. We're just repositioning the Mamba now. We're just getting into position. We'll just stop there and spin the ship around. Go from the above. You can see the size of the Estonia ferry compared to the Mamba. The ship is, well, there isn't a huge size comparison, size difference rather. Although the Estonia is big and bulky, whereas the Mamba is small and sleek and armed to the teeth. But we'll just turn around. I will reverse it as well because it is a bit too close. But you really see the slenderness of the Mamba. So there we go. She turned roughly there, so I just reverse her up. Like I said, I was doing this in a jump cut, but might as well record some of it, innit? Right, I think that'll do. Right, so she's in position, and I think we'll go from there. So there we are. Right, so what we're going to do, we're going to try and aim. I'm going to use the big guns. I don't really want to use torpedoes because it's just going to make a mess of the ship. So if I'm going to use the big gun to try and shoot the compartments out. So this compartment is the first one that's flooded. So I just need to aim roughly about there, and that will start the ship down again. There we go. That's blown a big hole in the ship's bottom. And now she's righting herself as well. So I'm not really sure how much, what materials I use. I know steel, or metal rather, is the main material. I don't think there's much light alloy used on this one. There is lead inside as well, or heavy armour compartments. So that should bring the ship down. But she's righting herself up. I'm just going to check the damage, what that blast did. Oh Christ. It's gone through the floor of the bottom of the ship, through the car deck, through the upper deck, through the top. It's basically gone right through the top. It has. It's come out the boat deck. I tell you, that's armour piercing for you. That's gone right through and almost hit the lifeboat. Actually, it's scorched at the lifeboat. So that is that shell. Well, those shells are pretty deadly. Right, achievement done there. Right, so that's that bit done. So what I'm going to do, we'll head to the next compartment. Hopefully it won't do as much damage. But we'll aim about there, and that should bring her down. One shell exploded, or two shells exploded before hitting. And did that do anything? Oh, I'd say it did do something. It blew the whole side open, but the ship is now tipping over again. But she's stable. I think think there's quite a bit of light alloy. I'm not sure what the material... Oh, I think it's the wood actually. The decks are made out of wood. So that's the problem, I think. Too much wood on board. So, we'll fire at one more compartment. There's a mess, isn't it? So I think using the torpedoes would have been a better idea. I think it would have made less of a mess. But anyway, we'll aim there, and that'll be it. And then I'll use torpedoes after that. And that's okay. That's righting her up again. So now she's going down a bit more. But she's not really going down, she's just righting herself. So what we're going to do, we're going to use the torpedoes, sod it. So, fire one, or fire 500 rather, and we'll see what we end up with. I don't even think they're aiming properly, but we'll see. Oh, there we go. So it's not a pretty sinking, it's just pulling her down flat, basically. She's going down gradually. Now's the telling time. What is left below the water? Oh shit, Christ. There is nothing left on this side. But she's completely open now. She's completely open to the water, and still she won't sink. So yeah, it is the buoyancy of the wood that is holding her together, or stopping her from sinking rather. So and I'm saying that she is gradually. No, she's just bobbing up and down. So yeah, another set of torpedoes. Hopefully, will reduce her mass, and she'll just flop. Yep, she's going down a bit more now. So this is, like I said, not really a sinking, just a complete destruction, really. It is. There's going to be a massacre on board. But at least she's upright, that's the main thing. She's holding her own. There we go. Oh, hang on, still some going off. That's all the torp's gone, and more wreckage. As you can tell, I haven't beamified this ship either yet, so she's still in a sort of raw Minecraft state. She's not had the blocks reduced, well, increased rather, so she's still using 1x1 blocks rather than 4-meter beams and 3-meter beams. That's not really important anymore. But the wood decking is still holding her up, even though there's not much left of the wood decking and some chunks are falling off. And some more chunks are falling as the lifeboats are all going. So just keep firing. Just do what I did with the SS, the United States yesterday. Just complete obliteration. Although with the United States I was aiming forward rather than at the side. But it's not really going to make much difference to this ship. She's just going to hold her own. But she is starting to tip over a bit more now. Even though there isn't much left. So yeah, she's about, what's that, say 15-20 degrees? I'm not really sure, but she's been ravaged by death by torpedo. So she is actually sinking as well. I can actually just see on the funnel there. She has now been overwhelmed by the weight of the ship. The ship is now, well, the heavy material is now outweighing the wood. So now the ship is going to gradually go down on her own. Maybe with a bit of help as well. I think a few more torpedoes and she'll be fine. But if we look at her on this side, she's scorched quite badly. She's like she's rusting. But on the other side she is destroyed. And also the bow is missing as well. That went down there. Well, I think it's disintegrated completely because I don't think there's much. It's disintegrating anyway, wasn't it, when it fell off? So there's nothing left of the bow. Yeah, so you can see she is going down. I mean, the camera's still, and the ship is going down on its own. And so the mast is completely under. The stern is slightly rising, but I think another set of one more set of torpedoes, and that'll be it. I think, just to make sure she goes down. She is, like I said, the heavier materials now outweigh the wooden decking and just going down gradually. So another another reduction in wood pieces, and that should bring the ship down. Yep, down she goes a lot more now. So that's the funnel gone, or under rather, still producing a lot of exhaust. And the rest of the ship is now just going under on its own. So I think when she goes under, she'll probably rest on her side. But now she's going under gradually, and she's gone, apart from the smoke. And we'll have a quick look at what is left. There is absolutely nothing on the inside now. There wasn't much on the inside anyway, just decks, but there isn't many of those left. You can see all the bulkheads, they're just heavy armour bulkheads. And the engine room has pretty much been destroyed as well. So that's almost empty. And so she's now making her way very gradually to the seabed. And she'll probably come to rest either at this angle and probably on her side, considering how much there isn't of the side. So yeah, that's the Estonia going down. And we'll have to wait and see what happens when she gets to the bottom. So anyway, if you don't see a follow-up to this, then you'll know that I couldn't be bothered to wait for her to get to the bottom, but we'll see. But anyway, this is Rich signing off, logging off, disappearing, and I may return in a minute with the wreck, but we'll see. Anyway, bye for now. Okay, back again. Now that the Estonia has settled on the seabed, and she's kind of stuck in suspended animation. She's got her nose down in this gully down here, but the rest of her is stuck in the air. So like I say, in suspended animation, like she's either rising or dying. But that is the wreck of the Estonia. Not very elegant because of the way she's positioned, but sort of the I don't know, there's a sort of the physics of this game. It's a bit random when it comes to settling on the bottom. And probably because of the size as well. I mean, there's a lot of weight in the bow here. As you can see, that's probably what's holding her down. So all that weight is just pinning her to the bottom, and the rest of it is sort of in suspended animation. But it's not a huge issue. But she's there. She's on the seabed, and that is pretty much it. What's laughable though is the smoke generators are still pouring out the black stuff, but hey ho, never mind. But you can see when I just rise back to the surface, you can see how far down she is and how far she travelled. It's been about half an hour since the initial punishment, and she's right the way down there, and there's the surface. Mamba's right over there, and Estonia is right down there. If I just zoom to the this thing, you can see she's right down in the murk, and the Mamba is right up here. So that's that. That is the Estonia. I may do this video again with more, with the ship added more detail, like opening or better opening ramps. But I have to wait and see. But that is pretty much it for today. So this is Rich signing off, logging off, and disappearing. And I shall return with another video. So bye for now.